I believe in family standing by each other. We fight and yell at each other, but in the end, we will always be family and always love each other no matter what. I come from a family of 6. My parents, my 2 older brothers, Jonathan and Israel, and my little sister, Ariana. Although me and my brothers argue sometimes, they are way too overprotective of me and my little sister. My sister can't be talking to one of her friends that are boys without them fussing. My sister and I are constantly fighting at home. When we yell at each other, it's more of a contest to see who argues the longest. But on some days, when we get along, it's like we've never argued before. No matter how much we fight, if someone makes her cry, I become one of the most terrifying big sisters. One day, we were hanging out after church with the rest of the family. I was waiting by the car, anxiously waiting to leave. Once my mom said we were leaving, I jumped in the car with excitement. At that point, we were only waiting on my little sister. When she finally got in the car, she was crying her eyes out. At first, I thought she was crying because my mom told her she couldn't have a candy. But then she said that one of the church boys called her a mean name. I was so mad, I wanted to get out of the car and smash his head into a wall. But my mom didn't let me. My sister went home crying, and I went home mad. A couple days later, we went back to the church, and the boy who made her cry was there. I wasn't as mad as before, but I was still pretty mad. I walked up to him and told him that if he ever did anything to make my sister cry again, I would hurt him. After that, he began to treat my sister nicer. Although she didn't say anything, I knew she was happy that I said something to him, and she was grateful that he didn't have to bother her again. As a child, I wasn't really normal. I was bigger than most girls, weird, and had to wear skirts all the time. I never paid attention to what people thought until the boy in the 2nd grade class. He used to call me names like fatty, you know, the regular insults kids make. I tried to be strong and not cry in front of him, and I didn't want to tell my mom because I knew she would blow this out of proportion. So I kept it to myself for about a month, but somehow my mom found out. It might have been because I just didn't want to go to school anymore. The next day, she went to the classroom and started arguing with the teacher. I was so embarrassed, but when the teacher finally calmed my mom down, he brought the kid over and gave him a long talk about not being mean to girls. After that, he never bothered me again. If my mom didn't do what she did, who knows how long that would have gone. I am grateful that she stuck up for me, and that kid never bothered me again. So no matter what we call each other, whether it's butt munch, butt wipe, or dumb nut, we will always stick up for each other. It might seem like we don't like each other at times, but in the end, we will stick together. No matter what the situation is, family always sticks by each other. This, I believe.